Welcome to the darkness.
Hey, everybody. Pac-Man's in the house.
What up, Packy?
Family is back together again.
I know, we're here. We're all together. You'll see a familiar face. Doc came over from our Monday night show, and he's joining our Thursday show when he can. Yeah, nice. Doc is here.
Howdy.
Man, it's good to have the whole family back together.
I know.
It's truly a Thanksgiving month.
It's true. I missed everybody so much.
Man, I had the power of the turkey. The power of the turkey.
The power of the turkey.
That's what they call me at the family reunion, so I'm right at home.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Brian is in the house.
I will tell you my experience at Walmart really fast.
Yeah, please.
It's starting to get really crowded, as it does during the holidays and stuff like that. And I had a lady almost hit me with her cart, and her children are running around, and I'm like, oh my God. And I finally just looked at this guy. Seriously, you guys, I did this. I went, Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. The lady looked at me and she's like, okay. She got out of my way real fast.
I bet. Hey, Ryan, so we did you wanted Black-Eyed Children, and last week we did Black-Eyed Children, and you weren't here. So You're going to have to go back and watch it. Hey, well, the one...
Isaiah.
Oh, the one Isaiah. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey.
I dropped this in the big Discord group, so we might be getting a lot more viewers.
Sweet.
Nice.
Good.
Well, I'll tell you, that was an interesting topic. I liked it. I know we've covered it before.
We have.
I think on Speaking of Spirits, and then on the other show we never mentioned. I think it was there. Yeah. Thanks, Ryan. Okay, so tonight we were going to talk about Maritime Mysteries, and that includes all kinds of stuff. That's superstitions and legends, and we're not just talking about missing ships. Those have been covered to death, but a lot of stuff that goes with
literally to death.
Yeah, really. Maritime Mysteries, and I know, God, Max, you had a bunch of stuff. And do you want to start with some of the superstitions?
Sure, absolutely. What's funny is I've worked with a lot of sailors. I've worked with airmen, I've worked with Marines, I've worked with Army grunts, I've worked with them all. But when you talk to somebody that was a sailor, and there's a lot of traditions that are pushed down from sailor to sailor. And back in the day, we were very superstitious in general. And so I have a couple that we'll go over. Number one, renaming of a boat.
Oh, yeah.
And you never rename a boat. You have to have a ceremony to dename that boat, and then you have to have a ceremony to rename that boat. And it's pretty interesting, and they have the official christening of that boat again. Tattoos. Now, we all know, we've all seen pirate movies. I got my pirate bandana on. And I didn't have an eye patch. So, but something that I found out was a lot of sailors used to have a rooster and a pig tattooed on their feet. And Bertie, how come they did that?
It's so they wouldn't drown, and it would take them to shore.
What?
Exactly.
Yep.
I guess you're never going to see a rooster.
Don't forget the anchors as well.
Well, the pig
fly.
Turkeys don't fly.
Dumbo. No, that was an elephant. Never mind. What
See?
pig flies? What pig flies?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I
Well,
refrain
do
from
pigs swim?
answering
Okay.
that question.
But I don't know.
So, do pigs swim? I mean, I have raised pigs, but I've never seen them swim.
Pigs can swim for a
I've
little
never
bit.
Oh, yeah,
you know, but I've seen a porch swing. Anyway,
I have a little bit. I have a little bit of knowledge on that.
Come on.
Pirates, and people like that. They would always carry pigs and chickens on ships, and then if they did happen to find an island, they would release the pigs and chickens, and then when they come back, eventually 3 months later or so, they've already bred. So there's going to be more pigs and chickens there.
Is it
Right,
a big
that makes
chicken?
sense.
Or the pigs will eat the chickens.
Yeah,
Because
it's like it's a living food storage. So if they go, okay, well, we're going to sink, but we know this island over here has food on it. We're going to head to that island. And so it's kind of, it's kind of
That's
like
where you get the wild boars.
did they have a basketball though with them? Because
I think it was a soccer ball.
It was a volleyball.
Oh, there you go. Wilson?
did they have a ball? That's okay.
That's my last name, my maiden name.
Oh,
And
volleyball?
Soccer
when
ball?
It's soccer
No,
ball. I believe it's Wilson.
it was Wilson, and so people were like,
That
Wilson.
first day at school would have been Jesse's soccer ball. Jesse's soccer ball.
That's right.
Anyway, talk about just random stuff. And in true sailor fashion, it was bad luck to go on, out on a quest or whatever without having some bloodshed before.
Ooh,
So
nice.
they would get in fights.
Yeah.
And then they would, that was going to be a good thing for them.
I think
But
that
the
had
one
to do
thing-
with the rum.
Yeah.
Or if you're Irish, Irish are
not
great
sure.
boxers.
There you go, exactly.
You got it.
There's something else, and there's a lot of this stuff that I'm looking at. The one thing that kind of got me was to set sail, to have a good sail and a good voyage. They wanted the call, CAUL, of a newborn child, and that would prevent somebody from drowning. Okay, and the call is what, Bertie?
Is
Sorry.
the what I said it earlier. It's
Amniotic
it's
sac.
it's the placenta.
Placenta.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
It's just so
And they
disturbing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, who again? We look at this in modern day stuff as we're like, what the heck were they thinking? But you know what? The one-offs. This is the kind of stuff that sticks.
Yeah.
Right. This is what stuck with them. How did you guys make it? Well, this is what we did. A hat overboard was an omen that the trip was going to be long.
A hat?
Eggshell. A hat.
Okay.
A hat. Not a cool bandana.
Yeah.
A hat. Eggshells. Eggshells had to be broken into tiny pieces once the egg was cracked open. And that was meant to stop witches from coming to the ship to sell in pieces of shell.
You aren't
shell,
stopping us.
which-
Come on.
I know. I am not that imaginative.
You struck a lot down on that last comment, man.
But okay,
we see some blushing going on. Come on now.
Hey, you know what? We fly.
There you go. So
we don't
they
need no
also-
brooms. Just saying.
That's right.
I got my
talk-
Salem shirt on. See?
There you go.
No. All
They
right.
talked about personal grooming. Anybody that shaved their beard, got a haircut, or trimmed their nails, that was going to be bad luck on that ship.
Oh, now come on.
So you're
I'm
saying
just
that
saying.
I'm
Are we
massive
supposed to
BO.
be?
Wow.
Why?
Hey, what's that about killing the messenger? They also talked about they also talked about women being on board ship. Now, women on board ship were bad because that distracted the crew,
Of course
Mhm.
it did.
which angered the sea, causing treacherous conditions. However, conveniently for the male crew, naked women calm the sea. So that's why
As
you
long
see
as
a
you were
lot.
naked woman, then you were good to go.
So what
That's
you're
why
That
saying,
you
didn't
see-
distract them at all.
it was just a total sausage fest.
Look, I've never been in the Navy. I've heard things about the Navy. However,
Oh, that came back.
Redheaded women were also very bad luck. So I got
so
to
women,
thinking about
but they
this.
said for a
Are you
male
okay,
crew,
Rudy?
a naked woman calm the sea. That's why you see so many figureheads of women with bare breasts.
That's true. Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
so
Yeah,
and they
that's
were.
the reason.
Yeah, that's it. A couple non-sailing days. You know, you never sailed on Thor's Day, which is today. You never sailed on Friday because that was the day Jesus was executed. So all those 3-day and 4-day cruises to Mazatlan, I guess, are bad luck.
Oh.
You never sail on the first Monday in April because that's when Cain killed Abel.
Oh, wow.
The second Monday of August, that was the day of Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. And 31 December is when Judas Iscariot hanged himself.
Wow.
So it's funny that we
How
talk
are
about
you
that
suppo-
because,
How are you supposed
So-
to remember this stuff?
hey, you know what? If you were a true sailor, you would.
Hey, I was an air dog. I might have been in the Navy, but I was an air dog. Okay.
There
Sorry.
you go. Exactly.
Mhm.
But you know what's funny is we talk about these superstitions,
Mhm.
and a lot of them go back to religious stuff. There's a
Mhm.
lot of things that we circle back a lot of times, and I hate to use that term, but there's a lot of superstitions that are based on religious talks. There's only a couple more that I'm going to hit. You never say goodbye to a sailor. That's supposed to be bad luck. Redheads. Do we have any redheads in the house?
No,
They're believed to
I'm not
bring
redheaded.
bad luck to a ship. If you met one before boarding, the only way to mitigate the bad luck was to speak to them before they could speak to you.
You know
Oh.
what? That's why Titanic sank, because Rose was a redhead. There
See?
it
There
is.
you go.
Damn,
Exactly.
Rose. And
Exactly.
there was enough room on the raft, okay? She could have moved her ass over and let him up there
agree.
with her.
So
You know, what's
Yeah.
up with that?
So I got to thinking about that, and women weren't allowed on board. Redheads were extra bad
Right.
luck.
But she
Colleen
was bare-breasted there for a
Colleen
little
was in
while,
the
so that could have cut
Navy.
some of the bad luck off.
So Colleen was in the Navy, a woman with red hair on a ship. I'm surprised it left port at all. It just
I
didn't
wasn't
go.
on a ship. I was in a control tower
Remember,
on an air base.
she
That's
told
different.
the other sailors what to do.
Fine,
And-
ruin my joke. Fine, jeez.
The,
Oh,
the
I
last
didn't know it
one,
was a joke. Sorry, buddy.
the one I'm going to leave with is there was no bananas on board boats.
No
I know why.
bananas.
But I know why on that one.
And you know what's funny?
You know why,
is-
though?
Why?
Because bananas off gas, this is scientific, sorry, but it off gases a lot of ethylene, and so it will make all of your fruit and veggies ripen too fast, and they'll spoil.
Right.
Yeah.
But back in the day, it was
So a
actually
jelly
because of the
donut.
spiders and
Oh, yeah, the
snakes.
spiders and the
Yep,
snakes.
banana
Oh.
spiders
So-
and vipers will hide in the banana bushes.
Ryan ate an edible. Oh my God, you're going to be so much fun during the show.
So, yeah. But the last one is, in order for fish to be caught, Scottish fishermen would begin their fishing season by throwing one of the crew members overboard and then hauling them back in.
Well, I'm really glad they brought him back in.
But I mean,
You
they
really-
wear dresses.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
And
This is
some,
my tradition and good luck.
and some fishermen would salt their nets before casting it out.
Yeah,
good luck.
and they always, again, that was the other thing. You never odd numbers. You only throw odd numbered nets out to fish. You don't throw any kind of even numbers out. So you only throw out 11 or 13 or 15 or whatever. So that's what I wanted to bring to the table, and I'm
That's
going to pass
cool.
the torch
To
Ready.
Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse
Yes.
wants to go. Okay.
Okay. So I did some extensive research because I'm really fascinated with the Titanic. And so I heard through a lot of stuff that I've watched, they said there was a lot of bad superstitions or not followed superstitions on the Titanic. And, there was a popular myth that the Titanic. Wow. Okay, anyway. Launched without being properly christened ceremony, and they had like a breaking of the bottle of champagne on the bow, and so it led to believe that the ship was unlucky. So
Actually, I don't think they actually christened it at all.
That's what I was getting to. In reality,
Yeah.
the White Star Line simply didn't christen any of their ships.
No,
So
and
it
they've
was
had
really
problems
unusual.
with a lot of their ships too.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And so there was also like the bad omen after the disaster stories circulated amongst, because this was big time news. And there was some like painted hole numbers. And on the whole number, it was like 390904, which supposedly read no Pope. And so it reflected in the water. So it's, some people say that the number was also a curse, not inviting the Pope onto the ship, stuff like that. I don't know if that's really. And then there was a lot of warnings prior to them hitting the big iceberg straight ahead. They said that there was a series of ice warnings. The ship received omens that were discarded and adding to the mythology that the fate was trying to intervene the ship from going to sail. So that was pretty interesting. And then, how they say that they said the ship is unsinkable. It's going to be unsinkable. That actually was also inviting a disaster, tempting fate, or inviting that on the ship. And after the sinking, the phase helped fuel superstition that, hubris brought bad luck, which was the captain hubris. Yeah.
It's kind of like in the control tower. You never take it like when you have a break in air.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
She froze.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Oh,
there's
there we're back.
Okay.
There's like 3 flags that when you were talking about that, one of them was no Pope. And during my research, that's what they call a Jonah. And holy men were not, especially clergymen, were not allowed on ships whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I found that interesting. I don't know why.
Which is really interesting because the Titanic was built in Ireland, and Irish people are very Catholic.
Well, part of the country is.
Well, like Protestant Catholic.
And the other
no,
half
they're Protestant or they're Catholic. They were.
Oh, isn't there? Okay.
Yeah, no. And they warred all the way through probably right around the end of the mid 80s.
Yeah, mid 80s.
I worked with a lot of Irish boys that came over to get away from the fighting. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I hate to say it, but I remember back the bombings and everything.
Oh boy. Yeah. Belfast was a mess. Yeah.
A lot of history over there. And then there was like premonitions, they say, and the passengers, there were some of them that were having like dreams about the disaster before sailing. And these accounts are somewhat real and also exaggerated, as time went on. But yeah, so there's rumor that the captain of the ship crashed it on purpose. So because he didn't want to fail, like when they hit the iceberg or was getting ready to hit the iceberg, he didn't want to go back. He just wanted to stay on the sea. But whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a whole conspiracy theory on that one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my little short thing on. I was interested in Titanic and and what they kind of seemed. Why they didn't follow tradition is beyond me. I don't know why they didn't. I think if they did bless the ship properly, like my grandpa Higgins, his family were sailors, I think it would have made it. So that's my view on it. But.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's some things you don't shirk traditions, especially in the maritime industry. You just don't. I mean, so I found out some really interesting stuff. I was looking to see, like, how did people launch ships way back when? Okay. And in ancient times, a priest would offer a libation to the gods in the form of wine. Okay. And this was done by pouring it on the ship, which now is turned into champagne. They break the champagne. That's how it came to be. But it was an offering to the gods for protection of the vessel as it was sailing. And then beginning in the 10th century, some ships were christened with the blood of sacrificial victims.
Oh.
Yes. So
like
people would actually
do that,
be
right?
sacrificed. They would collect the blood and they would pour it on the vessel. And then it's christened. Yeah. Nice. French ship launchings and what are we talking about? Christenings in the 18th and 19th christenings in the 18th and 19th centuries were accompanied by rites resembling marriage and baptismal ceremonies. So a godfather for the new ship would present the godmother a bouquet of flowers as both in the ship's name. So that's how, yes. And then a priest would pronounce the vessel's name and bless it with holy water.
So is the godfather like Italian, like, you're disrespecting the ship?
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding to ask me
in
Maritime
India,
monsters.
They have historically launched ships that dedicate a ship to a Hindu god or goddess, okay? And then they would seek blessings for the sailors. And then Hindu priests would perform I think it's called a puja ceremony at the launch. It's some Hindu ceremony at the launch. And a lady would break a coconut on the bow of the ship. Okay. That's what they would do there.
Lime in the coconut and turn it.
Right.
That's where that song came from.
Lime in the coconut.
Well.
One of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
In Japan, they would incorporate silver axes into the ceremony to launch Japan is always so ceremonial and everything, right? And they thought that the silver axes on board the ship would scare away the evil spirits. And then after they launched the ship, they would present the axe to the vessel's owner as a commemorative gift to be hung up in there, and then it's always protecting the ship. And then British warships were customarily members of the royal family, of course, who would do the honors, or an admiral, right? They would launch the ship. And that's when it was with the British family that women became customarily the person who broke the champagne bottle across the bow. And that started with the British. Okay.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing because I feel like if I was one of them, I probably wouldn't even hit the bottle. I'd be like, tank.
No, you wouldn't, Jesse. You'd be like, tank.
Tank.
Tank. Tank. Let's see. In the U.S., it was customary for the ship builders to actually launch and christen the ship. So the people who actually had their hands in building the ship would be there at the launching. And they voted in Rhode Island, they started like gathering some from the workers to have the ceremony. So everybody would chip in a buck or two, and then they'd have this ceremony and launch the ship. Thought that was kind of neat to include them and not make it, all high and mighty.
Royalty.
Yeah. Their entertainment during the launch would be a spiked punch. I like spiked punch.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's it, man. Let's see.
I'm in Connecticut.
The first time that we had a vessel in America, an American warship christened, was 1797 on October 21st. Old Ironsides was the first American warship christened. And her sponsor
Wasn't he
was...
in a wheelchair?
Huh?
Wasn't he in a wheelchair?
There was a guy that was a TV character,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, a detective or something. Old Ironside. I remember that. That was an old show.
Ironside, yeah.
Yeah.
This was
learned
before
about
my
that-
time.
We learned about that ship in boot camp.
Yeah. Who can't remember the 12?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. During Prohibition, though, from 1920 to 1933, American warships were christened with water, juice, or apple cider instead of wine. Because, couldn't have any alcohol. I know. Really? It's because they were all drinking the alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. You're not supposed to have any.
Man, can you imagine imposing your will on like the whole country just because you don't want to drink? Nobody can have a drink. Yeah.
That's why I would go to the speakeasies. I would.
I would be there all. Yeah, I'd be a bartender.
Man.
Yeah. So, does anybody else have stuff? I have more stuff, but I was going to let
I
somebody
do
else.
have a few.
Cool. Go for
I
it, Doc.
do have a few. I'm surprised nobody called this one out. Black cats.
Black cats are good luck.
Were a good omen on the ships.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
funny though
albatross.
that they didn't want any witches on the ship because witches and black cats always come together.
Right? Right. Well,
Just saying.
except the naked ones. The naked ones were okay.
Yeah, well, that's true.
See? Tradition.
Tradition.
Yeah.
We're not perverted. We're traditionalists.
Yeah. Funny
That's
how
why
you
the
can't do
sirens
that
would-
now. You get arrested. I mean, come
That's why
on.
the sirens
Albatross.
would grab them and put them down into the water because they stunk so bad.
Oh yes.
The albatross was considered sacred.
Yes.
And,
Yeah,
and
you can't forget.
and in today's Navy, the albatross is still very much protected.
Very
very much
protected.
so.
And if they land
So-
on your vessel, it's really good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was bad to kill seagulls because they carried the spirits of the departed sailors.
I hadn't heard that one.
Yes.
I think they're beautiful birds myself. A lot of people didn't like them, but I sure love them.
Yeah.
Seagulls.
I like them too. And coins underneath the mast. When they were building the ship, they would put coins underneath the mast, and that was supposed to bring good luck and riches wherever they went. There was a saying, red sky at night, sailor's delight.
Yep.
Red sky morning, sailor's warning.
And to be warned.
Yeah.
Right. And you know why, right?
It's please.
The storms.
There you go.
So red sky at night means the storm's clearing because you can see the sunset after the storm has passed. Because on north of the equator, so it doesn't work south of the equator, guys, because the weather comes from the east, not the west.
Yeah.
Just,
good to know.
Just in case you're stuck at sea.
In case you're a
don't
shellback.
do that once you're south of the equator. Don't say that poem. It's completely wrong. Okay.
Whistling was forbidden on the ship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were not allowed to whistle at all because it brings bad luck and high winds. And I believe the ship bells, the bells on the ship, were there to ward off evil spirits. And even today, it is believed that bells are the vibration of the bells bring energy and ward off bad energy, and that's even up to this date. So, is there some truth in it?
Yes.
A lot of it. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I use singing bowls, right?
Yeah,
To
exactly.
to raise the energy. And yeah. I think there's definitely something to that.
They also talked about not turning a loaf of bread upside down.
Really?
And that has something to do with spirits as well. So they never turned a loaf of bread upside down.
What is the Kraken he's talking about? He put a comment in there.
Sea monster.
Oh, the
It's a
Kraken.
big old
The Kraken
sea monster.
is sea monster.
Oh, I thought that
It's a
was a
sea
good
monster?
drink. The Kraken.
No, I have no clue where we were going.
Oh yeah, the Kraken is the big squid-like or octopus-like
Right.
monster
Oh.
that terrorizes ships in the
In
ocean.
the middle.
And then there's also the
teeth?
Leviathan, which is another
There you
huge
go.
sea
Oh, the
serpent.
Leviathan. Yeah.
Leviathan's in the Bible, actually. It's
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
Well, that's
the Kraken
that's
from
what
the
Sheldon.
Hood. The Kraken from the Hood is a really skinny person addicted to crack, dancing around on the
Oh
corner
my God.
of the street. That's
With no teeth.
those are
They don't
hood
have
Krakens.
the teeth.
Those
they
are
don't
hood
have-
Krakens. So I'm sorry.
So that
What's that?
Kraken.
Oh,
Not
the
Kraken.
The crack hen. The crack hen is the
crack-
chicken on the farm that is zipping around and doing nothing at
God.
the same time.
That's right.
Hey.
That's right, Ryan.
Did you know that they couldn't burn fish bones? I think it was like a bad thing to do.
Oh wow.
Well, you better have a good cook then, because you don't want to
Yeah,
be
right.
burning, right? Mhm.
Yeah.
The
well,
number 13 was cursed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a lot of like a lot of hotels, even they
Yeah.
won't have the 13th floor, room 13. They just the superstitions
Hey.
around 13 is crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely. Hey, Ryan, I used to work with a deputy, and that was his name, Phil McCracken. I swear to Bob.
Wow.
Friggin-
awesome.
And I couldn't even look right at him. And he was a resource officer.
Oh, lovely.
So that
Yeah.
just did not go very well because kids are jerks,
His parents
Oh my
hated
God.
especially
him.
boy kids.
His
We're
parents hated him.
Did you ever tell
They
him
also-
that McCracken was lacking?
Well, I think in his instance, he got in so much trouble on patrol. But
Oh man.
anyway, they also you talk about it, and it's just funny how superstitious certain people are. Everybody prays before they go to battle. Everybody, there's certain things that the Scots would do. There's certain things that the Irish would do. But there's they would talk about the sailors is if a shark was following your boat, it was going to be a bad sail,
Yeah.
or bad voyage. But they said if whales or dolphins followed, that was going to be good luck.
Yeah.
So I don't
Mud
know.
Lover,
I think
did you have any?
superstitions- Mud Lover's got a lot of information on this.
No, I don't know. Everything's pretty much been covered that I was able to look up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a few ships where the christenings went wrong. The SS Daphne sank moments after her launching at the shipyard in Glasgow, Scotland on the July 3rd, 1883. As Daphne moved into the river, the anchors failed to stop the ship's forward progress. The starboard anchor moved only 6 or 7 yards, and the port anchor was dragged 60 yards. And there was a whole bunch of people that died in this because when it kind of flipped on its side and this huge wave came up and went over the dock and killed some people. And that was after the christening. It didn't work. The bottle didn't they were trying to christen it and it didn't break.
Wow.
So that's a christen. Yeah.
That's an omen.
It's an omen. The HMS Her Majesty's ship Albion launched June 21st, 1898. And This one also created a huge wave on entry of the water after the Duchess of York christened her, or tried to. The wave caused the stage to collapse. 200 people were on the stage. The stage collapsed and it slid into the water. 34 people drowned, mostly women and children.
Oh, wow.
So the christening's got a big deal. Like, you got to hit that sucker with enough force to break the bottle. Like, I don't know what these women are afraid of. Break the damn
Again.
bottle.
Tink, tink.
Yeah, what are you doing? And you break the bottle. Anyway, I've broken bottles in bar fights. I think you can break one on the side of a ship. I'm just
I know
saying.
which way I'd like to go.
I don't want to get on my dress. Okay.
Maybe champagne bottles are thicker than regular, like beer bottles and wine
They are.
bottles. That's why
They
they're
are thicker.
hard to break.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should ask the people.
Thanks, Jesse.
Anyway,
The more you know. Thanks
more
to
you know.
Messy Jesse.
The more you know.
That little rainbow.
Let's see. Edmund Fitzgerald. This is another
yeah.
christening gone wrong. The sponsor's wife, who was Elizabeth Fitzgerald, took 3 attempts to break the champagne bottle.
That's why it sunk.
That's why. I mean, from that moment forward, that the superstition holds that there was something catastrophic that was going to happen to the vessel, and it did.
Yeah. I would be like, gosh, dang it, Karen.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you'd say.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I would. The USS Maine, the christening was considered a bad omen because it didn't go off right. We all remember the Maine, right? So it sunk in the Spanish-American War. Soviet submarine. Submarine. That's a new vessel that they have. You know, we're studying it.
Russian string bean?
Anyway, the submarine K-19, the champagne bottle failed to break during the christening, and the submarine later suffered a reactor accident that killed several crew members.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Titanic we know about wasn't christened at all.
Yeah.
There's so much. There's so much to this.
Did you guys read anything on the Queen Mary?
I had something on the Queen Mary. What do you have, Jess?
So, I mean, it is like, superstition about not having number 13 or anything on ships. But in instance of Queen Mary, they had, of course, the engine room is haunted, and it's door 13. It's had many accidents and everything. And the superstition that was repeated constantly is touching the door grants good luck, despite its dark history. And so if you didn't touch that, you were not going to have good luck going in there. So, and that's what a lot of crew members would say.
Yeah, I thought I heard of somebody dying. They didn't touch the door. Something happened, like a fire.
Yeah.
And he got squished by one of these fire doors that came down on him.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
And we did we talk about whistling on the ships? Like, you can't do that. So it's interesting. Some of these, it's bad to have 13, but yet there are some ships that have number 13. Yeah, it's crazy.
But there are like cormorants were good omens for shit going sailing. And then I always liked this one. It was the Klabru, and how do you say this? Klabru. Jeez.
Kaboo.
Oh, it's a submarine.
The Klabluterman. Yeah, that was hard.
I think you need to have a lot of whiskey and say that.
Yeah, well, it originates from the Baltic and North Sea, so it's probably Russian. And they
drink
vodka.
Vodka.
Boy. And it's a little gnome-like
and everything's
creature
pickled
that runs around on the ship, and he's dressed in a woolen cap and like a yellow raincoat, and it has a pipe, and he helps around.
We're going back to the McCracken.
Yes,
he helps around the ship by plugging holes. But
I was just thinking, it's a Long John Silver.
Yeah, that's what it actually. That's what the actual translation means. It means make a
He's a hole
noise
plugger?
and to caulk. So he plugs holes. That's his job.
How cool.
And
Okay.
you're lucky if you don't see him. If you do
guess
see
so.
him, the ship is doomed.
Okay.
Sorry. I can't.
Max, what's going on? Why are you biting your tongue so hard, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
I know there's a
We're
dirty
bleeding,
joke
you
in there
know.
somewhere.
Okay. So you're not allowed on a vessel when you're toasting, you can't clink the glasses, which is part of the standard toast, right? Because you have the visual aspect of your wine, and then the aroma, right? And then you have the clinking for the sound, and you have the texture. So you have all your senses covered. But on ship, they say that if you clink the glasses together when you're toasting, that it irritates the souls of dead sailors.
Oh.
So you're not
Yeah, because
supposed
they're
to do
not
that.
getting any.
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say.
probably why. I mean, you know.
That pisses Jesse off.
I mean,
Okay, so what I want to know is, what do you guys think about why aren't vessels going missing anymore in the Bermuda Triangle?
I think it moved.
Technology's better.
Where?
Antarctica. I don't.
You don't know.
I
mean,
I know. Go ahead.
well, one of the theories is that vessels disappeared because they sank because of the methane gas releases underneath the seabeds, right? And that they lose buoyancy. So they're, floating along, and then they have no buoyancy because it's gas. And it also affects aircraft that way because there's no
Methane release, yeah.
Yeah, the methane release, your airplane loses altitude immediately because it's not in atmospheric, it's not in the atmosphere. So it's not flying right. But so those releases haven't stopped. That goes on for just goes on and on. So even though technology's made better instruments and GPS and all this kind of stuff, the methane hasn't stopped. So if the theory is that methane causes vessels to sink, GPS isn't going to stop that from happening. So
No,
why
they
isn't
gotta
it
stop
happening?
eating Taco Bell.
Well, there is that,
I said I was sorry.
Ah,
It's the mer people in the Bermuda Triangle eating Taco Bell. That's
Yeah, it's just interesting that we've lost so many vessels, aircraft and ships,
yeah.
and then it kind of stopped. About what? Maybe in the last 20 years, you don't really hear of anything going missing anymore?
No, because the aliens took over the.
But didn't we just have an airplane go missing full of people?
That was in Asia a couple of years ago. The Asian airliner did actually go missing. They did track it, and they've never been able to find it. They have some theories on, oh my gosh, Pac-Man, ignore the stupid Streamlabs. We can't make it go away. I'm going to put the user in timeout, which is Streamlabs. We can't, they've never been able to find that airliner. There's some really, really interesting theories on what happened to that airliner, and some really brilliant people have worked on it.
The Malaysia one?
Yeah,
but didn't they say that they were shot down though, right?
They're not sure.
That was a theory.
There's a theory. There's a theory. They're not sure what happened to it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I wonder if I know that there's certain sailors that would go around the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
I know that that was again one of those things. There are certain places you never went, and that was one of those places. The bad thing about it is, it was shorter to go from I think, what was it, from Florida to Cuba or something like that? I can't remember. And then north to New York-ish, right? Is that the general layout?
The
Yeah.
Bermuda Triangle? South
Yes.
Florida. It's
Yeah.
it doesn't go that far up the Atlantic.
Yeah. I know that I'm not too, I'm kind of geographically challenged when it comes to that.
Think of the Florida Keys. It's down there and it kind of goes south.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Maybe because I don't know, we're pushing harder and faster through there, and the methane's not able to release. I don't know.
Maybe it's different. Yeah, the different make of the planes and ships now. Because what didn't they say it was a magnetic pool or?
Yeah,
There could be a magnetic issue with what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Just like,
But
go ahead. Go
I
ahead,
was
Jess.
just thinking they really haven't. That's part of the world that we have not fully explored because of such of the deep trenches and everything. So, I mean, there's a lot of talk of what could have caused all this going on.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's interesting. Maybe someday we'll actually do the big trench and find out. Maybe that's where all the ships are. They're like, oh,
You never
Well, we
know.
don't have the capability to go that deep,
Mhm.
right? Because things
No.
they'll implode from the pressure. Just
And
like
it's
that
dark.
vessel full of that
Mhm.
wealthy guy built that
Oh, yeah.
broke, just imploded on itself
Those
instantly.
parts from Radio Shack,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I mean,
A Game
I
Boy
wonder-
controller.
right? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm
like
sorry for the loss, the people that have been lost,
Yeah.
but there's a point where you got to use your brain and say, this does not sound like a good idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
we pre-flight our aircraft when we go
You
up.
see,
We
you
check
see,
everything.
you see a screen door on a submarine. You tend not to want to get in it. You know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. I'm already terrified of the ocean. And somebody goes, "Hey, do you want to get in this tin can and go as deep as we possibly can?" I'll be like, nope, you go,
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me how we have the capability of getting up into space, but we have not figured out the capability of getting into the water without pressure.
It's the pressure deal. Space
Yeah.
is different, right? It's what is it? The reverse, right? You're
Yep,
just
it's
floating.
space,
You
so-
have your weightless.
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw the firmament out there, but you know, it's
The what?
the firmament. The firmament, the capsule.
Are we
that's
talking
keeping
bread
us
or beer?
from
You
actually
know, I'm like,
out into space?
is there yeast involved with this? What's going on? I'm not sure.
The firmament. Have you, nobody's
Firmament.
heard of the firmament?
See, Doc is just he's a lot more than a pretty face. That thing knows
He
stuff.
really is. He's amazing.
The firmament is actually it is a capsule that is surrounding the Earth that is keeping the atmosphere in and everybody inside. And theoretically, nobody's ever left the firmament because outside the firmament is more liquid. It is a theory that is out there, and there is liquid above the firmament, and there is liquid below the firmament. I believe that was.
Is this a flat earther theory?
It's kind of,
Yeah.
kind of. But
Okay. Are there people that believe that the Earth is hollow? Probably.
I don't know. The flat earthers, that's two different things.
Yeah, it's two different things. The firmament is a whole different.
I know, but I'm saying it's kind of the same thought process. You're not actually looking at.
Yeah. I know what Doc's talking about. It's like there's an ocean above the sky. Kind of thing.
And that we are kind of stuck here, and nobody's really actually gone out completely.
Right.
And there's a whole different ecosystem once you get past the firmament into the ocean in the sky, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was really a popular term back in the 1800s, and has tapered way down until 2019, really.
Yep.
So interesting.
I believe it is actually written in one of the original scripts in the Bible, where it was discussing the firmament, and then the earth was made. And I believe it's in one of the original ones. Don't quote me. This is all theoretical stuff that I've been looking up. I've never actually seen one of the first Bibles that was written, but yeah.
It's supposed to be some kind of celestial barrier, right? That's what
Exactly.
it says here.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
You know what's funny is you know, like Jesse
Sorry, I
was
took us
saying.
out on in way left field there.
It's okay to throw curveballs every once in a while.
Sorry, Matt, you were saying.
There's a curveball. I mean,
I
Max?
just think it's kind of funny, kind of what like what Jesse was saying a little earlier is, you know, we have explored a huge part of the earth, and there's like, what is it, 70% of the earth is covered in ocean, and we've only explored 10% of that, or maybe 20% now. But like Jesse was saying, the Mariana Trench is just one of the trenches that's out there, and we don't know how deep some of those are. There's speculation. I remember when I used to work offshore, we're in 1,200 feet of water, and I thought, golly. But then, you know, the sonar people would talk about the Mariana Trench, and it's like 3 miles deep.
yeah.
And we don't know what's down there. So, like Jesse said, that could be where the UFOs are going. I know that they've talked about some of the fish that come out of there, which is
They're
kind of
creepy
gnarly.
as all
You
get
know, it's
out.
so dark
Man.
there. Right. They've actually invented their own light source down there. And I can just imagine, not that I want to see, because no. I'd be when I go to the beach, which hasn't been for years. Have you ever seen the meme of the horse jumping out of the water saying something touched my foot?
Yeah.
That's me. No, something touched my foot. I'm out. I swear I'm like Jesus walking on water. I don't want to play that game anymore.
Maybe that's why Jesus walked on water. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
That's my foot.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the ocean. Join the Navy, right? But yeah, no, that's why I was in the Airedale. I was in Airedale. I didn't want anything to do with the water.
Wait.
But,
You joined the Navy, but you're scared of the ocean.
I was an Airedale. That's why I was an Airedale. I didn't want anything to do with the water. The Navy, I mean, come on, Blue Angels, right? We fly a lot of aircraft. We didn't, not everyone had something to do with the water. So,
I'm a weirdo though. I still go swimming in the ocean whenever we go and whatnot.
Nope. I'll go ankle deep, and that's it.
The last time we went to Hawaii, I went night swimming in the ocean. And it wasn't until the next morning that we were on a cliff looking down, and there was this giant eel exactly where I was. There were these other giant fish, and I was like, yeah, I wish I would have seen that before I was out there swimming.
I think
we know what we call that, Doc. We call that bait.
Bait.
Some of us call it ignorant, but hey, I'll take bait better.
Go with your strengths, Doc. Go with your strength.
That's funny.
So I lived on the ocean twice, and right above Santa Barbara, between Vandenberg Air Force Base and Santa Barbara. Okay, and so it took me weeks to get my horse comfortable enough to go near the waves. I mean, he was terrified. Yeah, he was a mountain horse, right? He was like a mountain kid. He's never seen the wave action. And he was just like Mad Max is describing. So I finally get him in the water. And what happens? He got bit by a small tiger shark.
Oh.
Bit him right on the foreleg. He came and I was bareback. And he reared up and took off up the beach. And I'm just grabbing Maine, trying to stay on this damn horse because he's going. And
Wow.
as I looked down, and blood's flying everywhere. And I finally
Aw.
got him calmed down into the barn and had the vet out, and they had to stitch him up. He got bit, sure enough.
Wow.
So,
Dang.
mhm.
He's like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
don't
yep.
be taking me to that water no
He
more. I'm
never
safe.
would go down there again. He's like, "Are you
No.
out of your mind?" So that was that. So, yeah, I felt bad
He's like,
for
nope, 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 nope.
him. He might have stepped on it or just hit it with his leg or something. We were kind of chest deep on him in the water because I wanted to see if he'd swim just a little bit. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Well,
And
he
we caught
flew a little bit.
we caught a lot of sharks there and barbecued them. Caught
Yeah,
like weekend we were catching sharks and barbecuing them. They were really good.
yeah.
But
they're
yeah,
good eating.
mm-hmm.
I don't like shark.
They are.
I
So
don't like the taste of
really,
them. Don't
I
them.
like it more than I like tuna or swordfish. I
Yeah.
think maybe
They have-
the species specific.
No, it's
Tiger
all
shark's
pretty
really
much
good.
seafood, but I had a really bad thing that happened in my life twice with fish. So I pretty much stay away from it. Other than fish and chips, I'm okay with whitefish. But yeah, but that's two stories for another time.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna do
Have
it.
you ever?
Yeah.
No.
Next show is going to be specifically Max eating fish.
We're gonna do a Taco Bell episode, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about gefilte fish. Gefilte fish.
Gefilte
Gefilte fish.
Oh,
Am I saying it right? Gefilte. Yeah.
I think it's gefilte fish. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, that's
Good movie.
I'm not up
I
on
don't
my.
know.
Isn't that
current on my
Swedish
Hebrew.
fish that's so disgusting?
No,
No
Or is
that's
that-
idea.
there's a
I
couple
think it's
of
something
them.
from Japan. I think.
No, that's fugu. No, there's a
What's
couple.
the Swedish thing that's so disgusting?
It's in a can and it's fermented.
No.
And
Well, it could be in a can, but my boss would get it shipped to him at Christmas time and want us
Ew.
all to.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's like little
Um,
sardines.
Mm.
How did we get on this topic? We were doing so well staying on superstitions and
welcome to the show, Doc.
Oh, it's
Thanks for coming
surströmming.
by, Doc.
Hey, there is superstitions about gefilte fish.
Better let him out.
Prince
Yeah, I
Albert
don't
in
know.
a can.
Right.
It's got a funny name to it. I don't remember it.
It's called surströmming.
No,
Okay.
that's not the one I'm thinking of. That's not the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the other
But,
one starts with a K, I do believe.
I don't remember. I just know it was gross.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fermented
know,
shark.
Brian. I don't know
Good,
where
Brian.
you're going with your mind, but I'm just saying.
There was
Anyway,
another one I wouldn't want to eat.
so we're okay. Brian is in the gutter. I'm just saying. He's in the gutter.
No, isn't that
Okay,
a real
so what are
fish
they?
thing? They have it at IKEA, don't they? Have the
that
spotted
one?
dick at IKEA?
Is that real?
He said
Yeah.
that's the name.
Oh, I thought it was Ryan's edible and he was going somewhere with it.
I thought it was. No, that's British, I think,
Yes, spotted dick is
or
British.
English, right?
Oh.
I don't know what
And it's actually
that's not. Yeah, I
it's
don't
a
know.
cake. It's a cake, from what I understand.
Let me
It is
look
a
for it.
cake.
A
It is
cake.
a cake.
Right? It's a dessert cake.
Wow! Happy birthday! Here's your spot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a pudding.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that what it's a pudding?
Oh, that's even
Yeah.
worse.
Well, then that's the
Yeah.
fish.
Oh,
Oh.
Carl.
Now, Ryan, I know that's not a fish.
I don't think
maybe
that's one,
maybe
right?
I'm thinking of the lutefish.
Loot
I don't
fish.
know. It was so disgusting. He opened it and he cleared the office out,
Oh yeah.
and he wanted us all to have some on crackers.
No,
So gross.
Thank you.
I'm
You can
sure
have
every
those
stray
fish.
cat in the town came over that day.
Oof.
I'm just saying it was that bad. It was so disgusting.
I'll have to show you that video where
I
the
bet
guy
you smelled
gets
really good in Walmart.
he goes to the store and he gets a can of Stew Strong or whatever it's called, and he opens it in his car like a dumbass. And when he did, it exploded, and he got all that oil and that juice everywhere in his car, and he's gagging, and he's trapped in his car. He can't find the handle to get out, and he's just in a panic mode, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That's funny.
No. Anyway, Ryan, we didn't put you in the gutter. You're a Marine. I'm just saying. Just okay. I know about Marines.
Damn.
Scottish.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
So Marines, isn't that a division of the Navy?
they're
Technically,
Max.
yeah.
Careful.
Max.
I'm sorry. Say
I
that one
find
more
that
time.
hard to believe.
Say that one more time.
That's all I got.
That's I
good,
know.
Ryan.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ryan is. Yeah. He's. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Ryan.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight. We had a good time with the show, even though it went south. I love it when it goes south. It's the best. And catch our new show. The Navy need real warriors to defend them.
Oh.
Hoorah.
Let's see. Do the Marines have the Blue Angels? Oh, they don't. Just saying.
No, and they don't have crayons either.
No, but we go in and
So
save them.
I'm staying out of this.
Catch our news channel. It's called the YouTube handle is at Cringeworthy Crime. If you are into true crime stories, we just started that one, and there's true crime stories on it. And the one that I will have released this weekend is near and dear to our hearts, and a true cold case unsolved murder from a friend of ours. And anyway, if you're into true crime, please share that with your friends. And we're trying to get that one up and running. And we love you all for joining us. And we will see you guys next Wednesday for our psychic show. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for coming
Good
by,
night,
guys.
everybody.
Peace.
Bye.
Shout out to Mud Lover. She's a Nana again.
I know.
Yay!
Yay.